August. Y'all know what that means. It's back to school time. Some of y'all starting school like today. But, no, I'm just kidding. But more importantly, freshmen, not LU, but class of 2020, college. Y'all are going to college. This month, you are leaving mommy and daddy. Y'all leaving the nest. Y'all getting your dorm. You about to be on your own. You about to be living on campus. A lot of y'all been dreaming of this day. I know when I was going to college, I dreamed of this day. So, this video is to just give you guys some advice. First of all, welcome to Jay's Closet. My name is AJ Brown, and I'm a recent graduate of the Langston University, L's up. And so this video is for y'all. I have gotten a lot of questions on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even under my channel, although I haven't posted videos in a while. But I've gotten a lot of questions from a lot of freshmen, and in person, text messages, group meets, everything. A lot of questions from a lot of different incoming freshmen from different schools, but mostly, of course, my alma mater, Langston University. So that's what this is. I'm here to answer some of your questions, give you guys some advice, tell you a little bit about my college freshman year, although it was not at Langston University, and, you know, just make sure y'all ready for college. Make sure they don't try to throw no curveball at y'all. Y'all already ahead of the curve because, you know, myself and a few other of my, you know, my colleagues, we done got y'all together. So I'm definitely going to tag a few videos down below who've given some great advice. One is my new favorite. When I say favorite, I actually love her channel. One of my new favorite YouTube channels, Black Girls YouTube 2. She goes to Howard University. I think she's a junior now. She'll be a junior this year. But she had an amazing freshman advice video. And also like things they won't tell you at Howard. Some of that stuff did apply like to Langston. So, but everything ain't about Langston University. So I'm gonna take that one down below. And then two of my other, you know, classmates, colleagues, schoolmates, Langstonites, whatever you want to call them, Wheeler and Moni did a collab video of surviving and thriving pretty much in college. Don't get me saying it wrong, but they did gave some dope tips. Moni, which is Love Crown Chronicles, did the academic side, and Wheeler, who is Coffee and Cream Girl, or Alice Wheeler, sorry, who did the social side, Coffee and Cream Girl. So I'm going to tag their videos down below as well. But these questions that I'm going to answer are more tailored to me, and then what I observed at Langston for their freshman year, and then my own, you know, experience as being a freshman. So first of all, to get some things out the way, answer the obvious questions, I guess. Like I said, I did not attend Langston my freshman year. I was at Bethel. If you guys have been following my channel, been watching a few things, my HBCU versus PWI video, you'll see that I attended Bethel College my freshman and sophomore year, and then came to Langston University my junior, senior, and graduating senior. Just in general, you're going to have some type of freshman, I almost said initiation, I guess that's what it is, or freshman week, or some type of form of welcome week just for freshmen. It's tailored for freshmen, and that you'll just be with the freshmen. I know Langston is called Lion Camp, and that it's the same thing. The first day after you've moved in and all this stuff, the very first day of Lion Camp, you'll come in to the auditorium and you'll watch the ambassadors, which those are the first people you meet when you get on campus, are Langston University ambassadors, which are the staple student leaders on campus, as I like to call them, kind of just a summary of what they do. They're the staple student leaders, so they're the ones you're going to see helping out on a lot of the big events. They're the ones that get caught up on all the time for everything. It's an amazing opportunity to be an ambassador. I personally am not an ambassador, but I am around a lot of ambassadors, and you know, it's a great program to go through. But the president comes in, he speaks to you, addresses you. You get to watch the ambassadors get pinned, and then it kind of goes from there. A lot of things that are important during your freshman initiation period, that's a good time to ask a lot of questions, because there are no upperclassmen there to judge you, just freshmen that probably have the same questions you have. So ask a lot of questions, get all the information, make sure you are prepared. I'd rather you look dumb in front of your freshman class than get there when the upperclassmen get there and they're like, ha ha ha, you freshman. No, y'all was freshmen too, but they don't care. So I'm not gonna say they don't care. Everybody doesn't care. I would personally care, but some people don't care. They're like,
oh, okay, dumb freshman.
So don't be the dumb freshman. Ask questions. You know, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Try new things, meet new people. That's what freshman week is all about. Meeting your fellow freshmen, meeting your class, meeting the people that's probably gonna start and end with you. They're gonna be there from day one to day final, whatever that may be. So ask a lot of questions. Usually that's a good time to see the campus because there's not a lot of people there. So that's a good time to walk around and get a real feel for the campus. Print off your schedule, go find your classes, things like that, so you have an idea of how long it's going to take you to get from your classes to your dorm. Or if you commute, you need to figure out that commute time so you can make sure you're on time for your classes. Different things like that. Usually they'll introduce different organizations and things like that on campus, or organizations will volunteer to help with line camp. Get to know people in those organizations. You never know, you might end up joining one of those organizations later. And that can be anything from social organizations to Greek organizations to academic organizations, literally any type of organization. So for Langston specifically, and I don't know if other schools do this, but we have Orange and Blue pageant. Orange and Blue pageant is strictly for the freshmen, and it's pretty much picking a Mr. and Miss Orange and Blue to sit on the courts, the Elite Connection or Royalty Court, whatever yours is called, alongside Mr. and Miss Langston, and we have a Miss Black Langston. So normally Mr. and Miss, whatever your university or college is, and then any type of royalty, campus royalty, they also sit on that court. So for Langston University, we have Mr. and Miss Langston, Miss Black Langston, and then Mr. and Miss Orange and Blue, and Miss Line Football. Mr. and Miss Orange and Blue are, they win their pageant, and then they become the mentees to Miss Langston and Mr. Langston, respectively. So, yeah, I've helped with that pageant for 2 years. I don't know if I'm helping this year. I haven't even asked. But definitely, that's another great way to meet new people at Langston and meet more of your freshman class, get involved, and that's a great way to step into student leadership early, which is hard, but it's worth it. It's a great experience, I feel like. And it also, for a lot of people, and this is what I do want y'all to know, if you've never done a pageant before, that's the best place to start, because it's expected that no one in that room has done a pageant. Granted, there may be people that have done a pageant. We had 2 people with titles in the Orange and Blue pageant this year, Miss Ida Bell and even the current or previous Miss Jabberwock for the state of Oklahoma. So yeah, definitely do that. It's welcome back week. That's when everybody's back on campus. That's when classes are starting, all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that week. Get out and definitely enjoy that week. It's almost like a very small version of spring week, and spring week is a small version of homecoming. So it's almost like a preview of what's about to go down this year. So definitely get out, go to the welcome back events. I know there's always a block party. There's usually a t-shirt there's always, get them free t-shirts. Free t-shirt giveaway. There's usually a pep rally, and just different things in there. A party at the end of the school year. The welcome back party is strictly for Langston students, so definitely you're gonna get to know your Langston students. You're gonna get introduced to Greek life at a party at Langston. I'm just telling y'all, at 12:06, move. Just move. You're gonna hear them whistles at 12:06. Get out the way. The Greeks are coming through. The Alphas always started. The Greeks are coming through. So y'all don't want to show up to the parties at midnight. You ain't go. Ain't no dance floor. Y'all might want to go ahead and start getting to the parties at least at 11, because them Greeks are showing up at 12:06. So yeah, rewind a little bit. Go back to Lion Camp. At Lion Camp, in my opinion, the most important event that takes place at Lion Camp is the rites of passage. So what the rites of passage is, if you are going to Langston, you've probably seen videos of the freshmen dressed in business attire, and they have the tikis and they're yelling, "Failure is not an option for me. Failure is not an option for me." And the girls singing, "Failure is not an option for me." And they're all in back.
It's like, yeah, you say that, and you better believe it. Failure is not an option. You come to Langston University, and we refuse to let you fail. Come on, you better say it like you mean it. Say it with your chest.
Yeah, that's rites of passage. But first of all, rites of passage is pretty much just a very raw and real conversation with the staple students on campus that year. So usually Mr. and Miss Langston are part of that panel. Some ambassadors, if they're like SGA elected officials, some of those are part of it. Just staple people on campus, people that definitely have a voice and that's definitely gonna use that voice to help the next generation. I know for sure, because I just know Miss Langston, she will be on it. She will definitely speak this year at Rites of Passage. If she does it, I'm going to be shocked. Tamaya Jackson is dope. So she will definitely probably speak at that Rites of Passage. So they'll split up the girls and the boys. Usually the girls stay in the auditorium, the boys go to, I think, Allied. And, sorry, y'all. And they'll speak. They'll give you guys just real and raw information. Just giving you the real of college, because we're no longer recruiting you, and it's not necessarily just about Langston. It's about being in college. It's about being out on your own, being away from your parents, being an adult, and just growing up. And that's really what Rice and Patch is about. It's just giving you a real and honest, reality check before you really step into college. Like, you've only been here 2 days, so you're still, you still run on adrenaline and all that stuff. But let's talk about when you don't have any money. Let's talk about when you're hungry, don't have food money or gas money. You don't have a car, the cafe is closed. We're going to talk about when you start feeling homesick. Right now, y'all run on adrenaline. When you start feeling homesick, what's it going to work? When you start getting in relationships, when drama hits you, when you start having roommate issues, when you start having just self issues, when you start, a lot of people completely change their identity from freshman year to senior year. You could become a completely different person. A lot of people start paying some form of their own bill. Some people are paying their own school bill. A lot of things happen in the span while you're in college. You grow up a lot. You literally go in there as a teenager. Most of y'all come in at 17 and 18 years old, and you come out an adult. I went to college at 18, came out 23. So that kind of gives you an idea. So there's a lot of things that take place in that time you're in college, and that's really your place to make mistakes and learn from them. And so that's what they're going to teach you during that. So I had to go back to that. So next thing, roommates. I got a lot of questions about roommate situations, how they pick your roommates, blah, blah, blah. Advice number one for roommates. Just because someone is your friend doesn't mean y'all should live together. 9 out of 10, you probably shouldn't live with your friends. Your best friends, if you want y'all to keep your friendship, don't live together unless you've done it before. A sleepover doesn't count, because like my best friends, I know we cannot live together. We still best friends. I still love them, but we can't live together. We used to spend the night at each other's house for 2 nights, and it was done. I'm like, okay, we got to go home because this ain't it. Like, we can't live together. So sometimes it's better to meet strangers and live with them, because then you just have to learn to, work with other people. And then, if something happens, y'all get into it, you didn't lose a friend. Like, they was just your roommate. Cool. We just got to be cordial now because we live together. That's it. So I suggest you don't live with your friends, but if that makes you feel comfortable, then definitely lay down some rules day one and follow them. And that's with any roommate situation. Lay down some rules day one and follow them. That means you got to make a chore chart and put in the kitchen and in your bathroom, then do that. If that means you have to make rules for a curfew, like not necessarily you got to be home by this time, but we don't need company after this time. If you're going to have boys over, these need to be the rules because I need my privacy. Stuff like that has to be addressed early, and that's something I think you should address freshman. We like welcome back. I mean, not welcome back. We like lion camp, like early. My glasses look really crooked. There's definitely something you should be addressing early. Now, let's talk about attire or the way you dress on the yard. Now, it is true that most colleges and universities do not have a strict dress code like you had in high school. So, like, the fingertip rule, you couldn't wear spaghetti straps, you couldn't wear crop tops, things like that or some of y'all had to wear uniforms in high school. Yeah, 9 out of 10, that's over. I know in Langston, we don't have a dress code. If a teacher lets you walk in the classroom in your pajama pants, you can do that. They consider you an adult. So, but there still are some understood, unspoken rules and regulations. Some teachers will straight up put the hammer down, like, you're not walking in my class with a crop top. You're not walking in my class if I can see your butt cheeks. You're not walking in class if your cleavage is out. You're not walking in my class if you're sagging. You're not walking in my class if you have gang affiliated or inappropriate clothes on. Meaning there's cuss words on, there's gang affiliations, there's alcohol, whatever is on them. You're not gonna work. Some teachers are like that, straight up. All right, so you still need to understand that you're somewhat learning to be a professional person in the work world. So, like the business department, they have to wear business attire to go to certain classes. Shout out to them. I ain't doing that. But some things Langston have is, one, we have Business Tuesday, and it's been going on since, I don't know when it started, and I don't know who started, and I'm not getting into the argument.
Ends up doing shit.
But we have Business Tuesday, so pretty much every Tuesday it is mandatory for, like, I think ambassadors, SGA, and SAB Executive Board, and some organizations make it mandatory for their members as well. Campus royalty, things like that. But Business Tuesday is pretty much where you wear business clothes on Tuesday, and that can be business professional or business casual, depending on, if you're just a regular student. Most of them are business casual, and then you just kind of make it your own thing. You don't have to wear a black suit, white button down shirt, but like, you don't have to. I know people that wear colored suits, socks, you know, bow tie this week, maybe a tie next week, different pattern shirts. They have fun with their business attire. You know, they dress to impress with their business attire, and there's nothing wrong with that. So do the ladies. So definitely, I think that's dope for freshmen because you guys are learning how to be professionals. You're learning how to dress professionally, but have fun with it. You know, there are places that you have to dress professional, but you don't have to have on a black suit or a navy suit, or you know what I'm saying, in that a regular tie and a white shirt. Sometimes you could just be professional and have fun with that. So I think that's really dope, especially for the men, because they're showing you guys how to dress professionally but have fun with it. Dress professionally but make it your own style, make it your own look. You know, y'all gonna see different shoes. Some of these boys, their goal is to not wear the same tie or the same combination or the same socks. So it's almost like Lengths is a fashion show every day, but Business Tuesday, everybody's trying to see, like, okay, I see you. All right. Like, yeah. So definitely get into Business Tuesday. Come with your business clothes. Even if it's something simple, you're going to watch that your business attire, your collection, it grows. I gained a lot of business clothes over the time I've been at Langston. I bought some people gave me some, I found some, different things like that. And then I learned to mix and match. Now, granted, I didn't get Business Tuesday all the way down packed, but I learned a lot and I got a lot. Like I said, I gained a lot of clothes from that. And other days, still, act like you got some sense. Like I said, some teachers are strict, some teachers are not. But you are allowed to wear crop tops. You are allowed to wear shorts. You are allowed to wear spaghetti strap shirts on the yard. Just do it with taste, do it with flavor, and be you. When you do it, you'll see a lot of fashion, different fashion sense on the yard, especially at HBCU. Not just Langston, but at a HBCU, and even at some PWIs, but definitely at HBCU, you're gonna see a lot of fashion. Just different types of fashion. People swear that HBCUs they lack diversity, but when you step on the campus and when you're gonna see, like, you could tell who's from Cali, you could tell who's from New York, you could tell who's from Oklahoma, you could tell who's from New Orleans, who from, you know what I'm saying, you could tell from, even like we have international students that's literally from Africa, and you can tell, like, they bring a lot of culture to our campus as well. And so, and even the non-black students, the minorities on campus, they bring their own fashion, and even some of that has rubbed off on us and vice versa. So definitely, wear your fashion, do what you do, make it your own. The makeup, the hair, you're gonna learn ladies, you're gonna learn so much about hair and makeup on campus. Make sure you learn it from the right people. But you're going to learn a lot. I learned a lot about makeup. My makeup collection has grown so much. Just as I've been at Langston, I've only been at Langston for 3 years, and my makeup collection has grown a lot. I've now really started wearing my natural hair. This is not it, but this up here is. But I've started wearing my own natural hair and things like that since I've been at Langston, because I'm learning how to do it. I'm learning how to take care of it. I'm learning how to make it my own thing, have fun with it. So definitely be ready for the fashion show. Paying your bill, things like that, financial aid, scholarships, all that kind of stuff. And that's another video Wheeler did, so I'm going to link that down below, because she really went into depth on good ways to pay your bill, find scholarship, things like that. I never mastered that. My bill is paid by the grace of God. And if y'all actually watch my testimony video, you'll find out how my bill got to $0. Actually got to $171 from $3,400+ bill in the span of a few months. So y'all better check out that video. Go!